what's up, people? It's your boy Jatwa. I'm here today in Kerbal Space Program. Now, it's been a while since I've played with Infernal Robotics. Now, hopefully everything doesn't fall apart. I grabbed the update for Infernal Robotics, and hopefully it all stays together. I hope it all stays together. Why are you buzzing at me? Watch. But, what I hope to do here is first turn down my volume, and then I can jump back into the game, and let's do something with Infernal Robotics today, because yeah, it's about that time. Intro. Time for the intro, right? Intro! Alright, so we are back. Let's go ahead and take our interesting craft out for a bit of a flight. Let's first tuck everything down. And this is our way of storing said craft. In the distance we have KSC++ going on. And you see it does have the various moving vehicles. That's where a lot of this is coming from. Kerbal Constructs and KSC++. And Kerbal side. So I have all those installed. You will notice a small frames drop when I swivel toward there. Nothing to worry about. Everything is okay. So what we're going to do here is turn on our electrical system, and now we need to bring out Infernal Robotics, and let's get ourselves into an actual aircraft format here, because right now we are not in one. So flip it over. Hey, it didn't break! That's good news! That is crazy town, man. That is crazy town. Okay, let's see if it flies. I don't even know if this thing flies. So we're gonna find out. Let's see what it does. Nice maneuverability. I'm hoping there's not a ton of flex on this. So what we may want to do is we may want to turn on our auto struts, but we're gonna try to do this without our auto struts active at first, so we can see how well it flies without the auto struts. Of course, you know the main problem that we run into with Infernal Robotics is that everything is way too wibbly wobbly, flippity floppity, way too flexible. We don't have a lot of stability with heavier components on the joints. So let's gently lift our craft off the ground, and we are up and flying. And you can see here we have a nice gentle balance. I was going for kind of like a fan out for the wings, but it was taking so long and it was giving me a lot of trouble. And it's as close as I got without affecting the balance of the aircraft itself. Let's see how much flex we have in the craft when we start to maneuver. So roll. Seems to be holding together pretty well. That's where the telltale sign is right? We flex it up like that, but it's actually helping us fly and maneuver with it being that flexible, which is, I'll take that. That's pretty groovy. We also have a pretty good shot going on right here, and I want to take advantage of it. So let's make everything go away here, and let's take this shot. Oh, baby! Now that is what I'm talking about, a screenshot. Wild, wonky, and beautiful. And also, there you go, game. It hung up a little bit. I don't know why it does that. So this right here takes various numbers of parts. So we can show you this. I can show you this, and you'll see that there are a lot of moving parts to this. It's like comparable to a flying robot. There are a lot of parts to this to make it stowable. And it actually took more to do this than it took for my my box that could fly. It's like the flyable box. That was pretty fun. And it actually takes more parts. I believe it's almost equal to the same amount that was on my flying car. But this one flies a lot better than any of those. So I will take this as a beautiful flying aircraft, even though it's a little scary on that flip up. You can see right there, you flip up this. No. What? See, that's one thing that I've noticed. If you're using Infernal Robotics and you actually move the cockpit around and you rotate the location or the direction of it, when you're looking into the craft, it's still pointing in the wrong direction. So the internals are facing the wrong way, but the external is facing the right way, which is always fun if you're trying to fly in the cockpit and everything looks like you're doing the wrong thing and a slight panic. But no, you are absolutely okay. That's the crazy part. Alright, so let's hard up. Woo! This thing can turn hard. It can turn hard. I love those God rays. So we're going to see if we can land this bird. I know we haven't been flying for very long, but I want to show you what this looks like in the spaceplane hangar. And so you can actually get in there and start to play with your own little designs as well. So let's go ahead and gently bring ourselves back around. You're probably asking me, rotate it in midair. We can try that. So let's get up nice and high before we try that first. Because I know everybody wants to see it and they want to see me crash and burn, but we're not going to crash and burn, I hope. Alright, we're 1,000 up. We're going to try to, maybe we'll try it at 2. So we got a nice bit of thrusto going. Alright. Alright. Okay. Feeling slightly confident, so we're going to kill our thrust. We're going to rotate and we're going to kick on our thrust. It's going to flip backwards because I think that's going to kick all my everything to the rear, all my lift to the rear. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Oh. Alright, so it cannot fly like that. Unfold. Oh my god. That is slightly terrifying, but it does fold in midair. It can fold in midair. It just cannot fly like that. So once again, whoop, and then unfold. Holy moly, I can't believe that actually worked. Okay. Now let's go land this bird. Now let's go land this bird. Oh my god, that is a lot of fun actually. Even though it does flip around like heck, it is a lot of fun to do that. Alright, coming in for a landing. All the lights are on. Look at that beautiful KSC in the distance there. That is beautiful at night. I normally don't fly at night, but I wanted to catch this dawn because I've been flying at dawn for the last few days. And it's been so beautiful. I wanted everyone to be able to see what I've been enjoying. Get on our lights here. Nice, and coast ourselves down. Vertical speed plummeting. Horizontal speed at 55. We got plenty of speed to make this all happen. Nice textbook landing. And then we can jump into the spaceplan hangar and see what we're working with here. So let's go ahead and turn on our brakes. And nice gentle touchdown. Still got our negative vertical speed. Rear wheels touch, brakes go. Craft has landed. Beautiful landing. Alright. So now we can actually fold this bird back up. That's the wrong way. Fold it back up. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Drop the wheels down and it's ready for storage again. There you go. Folding airplanes, people. A bit of clipping going on there, but let me show you how it looks in the actual spaceplane hangar. It actually doesn't clip as much as I thought it would in the spaceplane hangar. Alright. We'll be right back with the jump cut. Alright, so we are back in the spaceplane hangar. You can see here the craft is currently folded. And this is what we are looking at with the craft folded. So we're going to go ahead and bring this out here. And let's go ahead and unfold everything. So what the goal was to fold the front wings in such a fashion so that they actually duck out of the way of the fuselage. And so when it unfolds, it's supposed to unfold really fast and actually slides right through. So as you can see here, we actually do have clearance on the wings, even though we probably need to extend our fuel tanks out a bit, so that way we can have less clipping. So that is the Switchblade 1. And like I said, there are some complications when you are moving the cockpit around. It's okay. I wanted the cockpit to be not to be the main piece. The root piece is actually a really tiny. You can't even see it, can you? There it is. The octagonal strut is the main piece because it's the smallest piece that I could get in there without anything getting affected. And you see how the wings kind of fan themselves out. And that gives us our center of mass, center of lift, being really close to one another, which gives us a lot of maneuverability for a folding aircraft, which is a lot of fun. So, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, drop me in a comment, let me know what you think. And I hope to catch you guys in the next video. This was a fun little craft to build, fun to design, and it actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. I've been toying with this design in my head for a few days, but it finally came all together. I will catch you guys in the next video. If you haven't yet, submit your aircraft for the cheapest aircraft competition in the world. What you need to do is you need to build the cheapest aircraft you can. It needs to be air intake air breathing. So you have to have intake air. Air breathing, and it needs a Kerbal on there. You can only arm it with a single Browning weapon and all the BD Armory mechanisms that it takes in order to enter combat. So you're going to need the weapons manager and the AI unit as well. Those do not get included into your overall costs. So you need to build your cheapest aircraft, period, that you can. And that craft is going to be entered into combat with crafts in its relative weight class. And then I may throw a little funky something in there to make things really interesting and do an all-on-all battle of a mega battle, 2 teams, like, you know, whoever all's in there. So if you haven't gotten your craft to me, drop the link into the description down below to your craft, and I from there will get everything compiled this weekend. I should have plenty of time this weekend. It's supposed to be raining again. So I hope to catch you guys then. And definitely share this video on out. I hope to catch you guys in the next video. It's your boy Jaquan. I'm out. Peace. Look at that. It's actually under 15 minutes. I'm trying to get my times down.